All right. Sorry about. Let's get started, Caps. I'm sorry. This is the energy that is coming with you from September into October. Judgment. Wonderful. The Great Reset. A card that speaks to rebirth. And this is kind of like if you've ever read a book, you know how the story winds up a couple of pages before the very, very end of the book. This is the end of the book. So this is a true finishing of a story, of a storyline, of a chapter in your life, of a stage of your life. If you noticed, it is 2 tens. That energy is companioned with the 10 of wands, another ending of a difficult cycle, a large burden. So not really crossing energy in that case. It's really companion energy. Base of the reading, we have justice, more major arcana energy. This is a card of Libra, obviously with the scales, but it is a card of balance and equilibrium. So this is the immediate past. I know I'm kind of blowing through this kind of quickly because I know my Capricorns are busy just in general, particularly as we get into the autumn. So as we ramp up towards the end of the year, people get busy. So if that's not something you appreciate, I apologize. But that's the feedback I've gotten from your brothers and sisters in the Capricorn camp. Immediate past, we have the Emperor, card of Aries. This is somebody who is very well versed in a little bit of everything. You know, that type of person, that kind of know-it-all. But they're in the past, and that might even have been you in the past. But as we learned from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Maybe it wasn't wielded in the best way. Top of the reading, crowning of the spread, we have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, there it is. It's biting off more than you can chew. He certainly could have brought these other 2 swords with him, but for one reason or another has chosen to not bring them with him. It's a card of having to watch your back because you kind of know something's not right with your actions. Just be mindful of that, Capricorn. You know, you guys are good-hearted people. I know you work hard. So just be mindful of that. Be fair. If I know you're working hard, I know there's a lot of stress on you. But no shortcuts, guys. It's really difficult out there enough. Immediate future, we have the 9 of Pentacles. I like to call this my Rihanna card. It is your energy. It's Pentacles energy, Earth energy. She has built herself a beautiful garden, and it's off of the sweat of her own brow. Her jewelry, her gowns, her garden, her falcon. But then again, we have these butterflies of transformation here. Hopefully you guys can see. I'll turn the light on. Those butterflies of transformation. And what were we talking about with the Judgment card? Complete and utter transformation. A real change of perspective, a real change of heart, a real change of perspective in a lot of ways. So, you know, as we kind of wind down 2022, mankind and womankind and humankind has just been beaten on the rocks the last few years. So if, you know, you feel that there is things that you want to move on from within your own character, Self-growth is always welcome. Speaking of self, internal influence, the energy that you are bringing to the situation, the Hierophant tradition, more earth energy. This one's actually Taurus. This is traditionalism. This is that steady hand. This is, I did this because that's the way it's always been done. Have you ever noticed how a shortcut is never really short? It's just kind of cutting corners. Because if it was legitimate, if it was a real shortcut, as it were, and you got to the same effect by doing just slightly less work, it would just be the way. So a shortcut is not really a shortcut. That's what this card says. Going and committing to something and saying, yes, this is what I stand for. This is the organization in which I work. This is the commitments that I have made. This is the product that I stand by. That's what this card is. It's organization. It's corporate. It's very organized. External influence. External influence is the Magician, the Manifester, the more major arcana energy, the architect, the engineer, the bringer of miracles is the Magician. If you thought something was never going to happen, never going to get there, I'm only going to have to lie, cheat, and steal to get to that goal, there are other ways. The Magician tells us that we have all of the tools that we need to accomplish anything we choose. It is a card of fresh starts. He has all of the aces here, knows how to use them, knows what they're capable of, knows what they are not capable of doing. So if you're looking for a fresh start, as things start to wind down in October, and it's interesting that October is the 10th month, start looking ahead. Start planning for 2023, Capricorn. Hopes and fears. Four of Swords. Are you looking for a break? Like I said, the last few years for everybody on Earth has just been ground through the mill. If you're looking for a break, if you're looking for just something to stop beating you in the head, take that break. Go on a vacation. Take an extended holiday. You don't need to be a workaholic here, Caps. Nothing. I guess the best way to explain that to you is in a practical sense. If you have ever seen an old-time Victorian machine, the wrought iron, crank-fed machines that would grind mills or make paper. They have these wheels with all of these little teeth on them. And sometimes they're not very small. Sometimes they're quite significant. But if you run that machine too hard, if you crank too hard, those teeth begin to wear and break off. And then those cogs need to be replaced. In some cases, the entire machine needs to be replaced. That's what it's telling me. You're burning the candles at both ends. If you're looking for a break, if you're looking for a way to calm down and bring that mind down to a place where you can function, take it. Overall outcome, the Tower, that aha moment. I know this looks very dramatic. I know this looks very stressful. But hopefully you'll be able to see it in this card, but I don't think it's going to show up. That Tower has a lot of cracks in it. There's actually one significant crack that goes down the middle of the Tower here. There is a person falling from the tower. Yes, that's very dramatic. Yes, there's fire and brimstone and a lot of destruction. However, that is a person. This person here that's falling from the tower is the only person in that tower. Because everyone else who was within that boundary and again, we're going to talk about boundaries. You and I have talked about boundaries a couple of times. Is the only person that was benefiting from you not having that boundary, that was still trying to patch those cracks in that tower. So that's a pushy boss, that's an over demanding partner, that's family issues. If you need to take a break, take a break. This is the only person that was benefiting from you saying, okay, I'll stay an extra hour. Okay, yeah, you're right. We'll go to one more dinner. Yeah, okay, yes, I'll go to med school because that's what my mom wants. That's the person that's benefiting from you from not having boundaries. So it is an awakening in a lot of ways, which kind of works very well with this judgment, which is what we talked about at the beginning. I will leave it there, Capricorn. I wish you a happy October. Um, Full disclosure, I am reading this in mid-August. It will go up on September the 1st, but it is an October reading. If you'd like to hang around for a daily card, you can check those out on the channel. And I'm on my Instagram. You guys know I do the the weekly collectives. So there's a little bit more of me, but I promise I won't take up too much of your time, Caps. So I will leave it there. I would very much appreciate a like, a share, a subscribe. If you think you may be subscribed, double check. It's just me. There is no production value. Okay, it's just me and my phone. So I will leave it there. Love you, family. Bye.